Live right now, so keep it clean.
Okay.
Most people don't understand our sense of humor.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through three things. I'm gonna go right now, so keep it clean. All right.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Yep.
I'm gonna show. No, that's the humor.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through three things. I'm gonna go right now, so keep it clean. All right. Okay. Do you see it?
Yep.
Okay. So we are all set on live. Now, the you could see this, right? You could hear this.
Yep. I can see you.
Okay, perfect. So what you're going to do is whenever you want to log into Zoom, this is how to do it. Zoom.us, okay?
Hmm.
And when you click on Zoom.us, you're going to click on sign in here, and then you're going to click on SSO. Do you see that?
Yep.
SSO means, it has to do with the company ID, okay?
Gotcha.
When you click on that, you always want to say the word Primerica and continue. And that will make you log into Primerica Online. So if you don't pay $25 a month, you don't get access to Zoom, okay? But if you are paying $25 a month, you are going to get an opportunity to do that. And this is your personal meeting room. You can log in, you can have everything. You can actually even do webinars,
Okay.
okay?
All right.
It's just like your Zoom account. You can set it up. The number that you're going to get, the personal meeting number, that is where you cannot modify that. That is something they're going to assign you. You got it?
Okay.
So, any questions on that?
Nope.
And since we're live streaming it right now, we can basically record that and you can use that for everybody. Okay. And
Okay.
look, anytime you want to do invitation for, you click on copy the invitation. This is the invitation. Okay. You copy that and now you can always paste it to anywhere. Okay.
All right. Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
So this will be your Zoom ID that Primerica has given you. Okay. I'm just going to get out of that and that's it. Anything else?
Nope. Not on that. Nope.
Okay, good. Second thing, let's go through now. Are you licensed in New York?
No, I'm not licensed in New York.
Okay, so just in case, and that's a good state to get licensed. Okay,
Okay.
only reason you don't have to, but New York people are, you if you know any New York people, they are now changing the New York next generation product. Okay, next gen.
Okay.
So only thing is that precision term and power term gonna go in New York, and they have New York has a Reg 60. Okay, so
Okay.
Primerica has three different training set up. Their same training. Okay, so the Primerica says, hey, just register and we'll update you everything. Okay.
Okay.
You can more than welcome to jump in if you have any of these dates. How do you find that schedule? It's if you go into Primerica online on the home screen, there's a big New York Revolution is here. You see that?
Yep.
You click on that, and there it is right here. Okay.
All right.
I recommend getting on it. Okay. Only reason if you're thinking about recruiting people or down the road you want to sell it. Okay.
Okay.
If you don't feel like it, then don't worry about it. But that's my recommendation. Good.
Yeah, because New York is one of those states that they have a different type of product, so we have to get New York license, right?
Yeah, which is going to be same thing now after the next gen product is there.
Mhm.
But New York has one more thing. It's called Regulation 60. And my recommendation on that is to make sure that you know how to do that, and they'll show you that. Okay.
Okay.
I'll get
Yeah,
on
I'll
at
go
three
ahead and do
o'clock
it.
also, and I'll learn it. I'm hoping I don't have any meetings. Okay. Now, next thing is our new presentation that I am using that I'm gonna kind of like give it to you. Okay.
Okay.
And I wanted your opinion on this because look, I value your opinion. So please feel free to tell me you like it or dislike it. Okay, I'm okay with that. All right.
Okay. All right.
So it's I'm just going to give you quick little slides right now. Who we are. So this is Primerica. What we do is we teach people how money works. Then here's some secrets. Here's another our solution on how we help family, and here's an example of a client. Now I'm gonna do a whole presentation, but I'm just giving you a quick little crash course. And then the last one is this is how much money we make. And so what interests you more? Client side, career side, or both? Client gets free F&A, right?
Yep.
On career side, you learn how to make great income. You learn how to invest money. You hang around with people. They are like-minded people. So, Jermaine, you hang around with us, and we're all focused on being financially independent, being, debt free, and all of that. You got probably opportunity to do the same thing. Would you agree?
Yes.
And we call that being a millionaire. Fair enough.
Yep.
And then here's our cost on how do you get started. This is our licensing cost. All the numbers in the red, our company pays for each of these licensing. And all your responsibility, $99.25 a month. Here's the Zoom ID that they give us on your own website and business tool, client relationship marketing material, all the apps, training, cell phone discounts, everything you need. It's all, we just say, hey, start with $25 a month. And if that works for you, stick around with us. Fair enough?
Yep.
So that's pretty much it on that. And then the last page was right here, is that we pay for your licensing fee. We help you get bonus, fast track bonus, and we want to make sure that we set up all your businesses. So what's a risk to you as a person, really?
Yeah, and honestly, the only risk that I would have as a person, if it wasn't me, I would just say paying $99 and not getting anything back. That's
Perfect.
the only risk.
So that's it on that part. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I need to take a quick little 2-minute break. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm going to email you this, and I'm going to pause everything. And I usually do email part, Jermaine. I usually do on the PDF file. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I'm going to put it on Telegram. And then I'm going to do a detailed presentation for you.
Okay.
I just gave you a quick little flow chart, but I do want to do that detailed presentation. Okay.
All right.
So as soon as, because I have a client, they just call me, and she's gonna literally, how do I say it nice way? She's gonna literally give me like 60 minutes. So if I don't go out there and get her in that 60 minutes,
Oh.
I'll lose her for next 2 days.
Oh, well, look, if you need to do that, coach, do that
Yeah.
because
So
I'm
let me
available
let me
today.
just do that. Meanwhile, go to the Telegram app. Okay. Now there are 4 slides, 3, 4 slides in the beginning that I skipped it. I'm going to explain to you how to use those also. Okay.
Yeah, I got you. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah. And then the rest of those slides, I want you to just look at it, and then I will come back to you. I'll pause everything here, so I'm not leaving. You can more than welcome to leave and come back, but I will definitely, finish that up. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because I'm gonna try to do the sign in with the Famerica right now.
Okay. Thanks,
For a
buddy.
good.
I'll be
No,
right
thank
back.
you. All right, I'll see you soon.
Okay, John, man, I'm back.
I tried to do the Zoom and it's saying I don't have access to it or something like that.
So we gotta
You
find out why you don't have access.
because it says I'm going to it now. Give me 1 second. Because it take me to the login. It says user is not assigned to this application.
Can you share me that screen and show me that if you don't mind?
Yeah. See?
So,
Can you see it?
okay, so go to the zoom.us.
Then I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the Zoom. Because when I went to it,
Good.
and then I go
Now
to
click on sign in, SSO, Primerica, continue.
see, they put me back.
Are you paying 25 a month?
Yeah, I'm in a app right here.
Okay.
I always had that. I never changed. I never stopped.
Okay. So why didn't it give you that challenge? All right. So I want you to write down this. Hold on. Go back to that list. What was that?
Oh, what I was on. So I went to the digital store, digital tool store.
Okay. Doesn't say anything now. Okay. Never mind. Thank you. Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you to just make a one call to tech support. Okay.
Okay.
That's 888-737-2255.
Mm-hmm.
And just ask them what is the reason Zoom is not available for you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Before we cancel the other one, we want to make sure.
Yeah, that's why I didn't cancel it yet. And I started to, and I said, wait, let me not cancel it. Let me try to get in here first, and then I'll look at it. But
Okay, perfect. So the presentation that I kind of like that emailed you or put it in Telegram, I'm gonna share that part. Okay.
mm-hmm.
I call this like an intro to Primerica. Like here's the, as I get busier and busier, Jermaine, my whole point is the less I, you know, do, the better it is. How many would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, how can I create something that just quick version of it? But I don't want to be in a quick way, in a negative way, where people's like, I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
So quick means like the less I'm giving them, but I am spending time with building relationship with them.
Yeah.
Okay. So like for example, I mean, being financial independent is means that you have enough money, assets, and income where you can pay for all your living expense without needing to rely on traditional job or salary. That means you have enough money saved up. That money is going to take care of all your bills monthly basis, and you don't have to work. That's being financial independent. Make sense?
Yep.
Now, wouldn't you love to have that? Wouldn't you love to be financial independent?
Yeah.
Now, look
Mm.
at this. In America, last year, 379,000 people became a millionaire. These are new millionaires. That's 1,000 people every day that America creates millionaire in this country. So today, guess what, Jermaine? End of the day, there's 1,000 new people millionaire. Tomorrow be another 1,000, and on. Every day, on an average, over 1,000 people. Is
So
that
that,
amazing?
man, that sounds like I need to hurry up and become a millionaire if it's 1,000 per day.
So do you see this conversation? That's what we're trying to do, is trying to get people to think. Okay.
Mm.
Now what well look at the next part about this. Okay. Here's the next part about this is that we want to make sure that people understand there's a race. There's a race to be there'll be a group of people millionaires, and then there'll be people that are not millionaire. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I'd rather be a millionaire. Okay. We call that a healthy competition. So I want you to look at this here. Primerica, what we did is we are one of the biggest group to create more millionaires than any other company out there. If you Google it and say who's creating more millionaires, $1 million income earners, or 100,000, they're going to say Primerica. Okay. Now, I want you to look at this. Every month we make a list. I don't have the August list, but I'm working on it. Here's the June list, July list. We have a part-timers. They're earning $1,000 every week. Okay. We give them a watch, so they're excited about that. Then we have all these are all part-timers. None of them are RVP. Now they're making over 100,000. In less than a month, we had over 8 people that went over 100,000.
Wow.
Now, if you were making $50,000 to $100,000, Jermaine, would you be able to invest more money?
Yes.
And this is just extra part-time. We're not talking about you change anything in your life. It's just you add a little bit. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing is that who we are. So do you see how my approach is in the beginning?
Yeah.
Now, if you can't handle that approach and you feel like you can't do that, then just go right to this slide, okay? And say who we are, what we do, and how much we get paid and how to get started. You know what I mean? But if you can't open, because all of a sudden, as I started talking to you about financial independence, you're like, wow, I like this. Yeah, I want to be a millionaire. Like you add up, Jermaine, you add up everybody in the whole world. America created more millionaire than you take the entire world out there, combine them together.
Yeah, that right there, that number by itself is really intriguing. It's eye-opening because I didn't expect 379 new millionaires last year alone, and that's 1,000 per day because it's only 365 days. So we actually surpassed that by 14,000. So
So
you can
let's look at you know how to market Primerica. I don't have to give you too much, but we put a bullet point each one of them. We've been helping family delivering financial freedom, from 1977, right? We're the largest independent financial service marketing organization, right? We are New York Stock Exchange. We have millions and millions of customers, right?
Yep.
So those are highlights that you don't have to worry about that. Here's a Fortune magazine just gave us 6 consecutive years of list of 1,000 companies. So out of those 1,000 companies, Primerica, okay, is top 1,000. Now you don't understand how big the 1,000 is. Let me help you. There are 30 million companies all around the world.
in the top 1,000.
That's a big deal. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, that's a huge deal.
And we went from number 1,000 to now we're about 800. Okay, we're pretty soon going to be 500, then 400, and then we'll be top 100. I have zero doubt about that because we're growing.
Yeah. And you just think about it, just in Maryland alone, there's more than 1,000 companies.
Yep.
And
look at what Newsweek said about Primerica. It's one of the greatest places to work. Look at the Dalbar Award. That's the PFS investment, that our investment division.
Mm-hmm.
They have 22 consecutive years standard of excellence recognition. That's like having a New York Yankees record, right?
Yeah. The Yankees of the 80s and all the way to 2010.
So my point to you is, why not sell this? Why do you need to sell Primerica? Because you tell them that if you're going to do business with a company, if you're going to work with the company, don't you want something that's so reputable and strong company?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you know how to do the Primerica wheel, which is the one in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
We are one-stop shop for everything, right?
Yep.
So you market whatever it is. You want to market Rocket Mortgage, Fidelity, Lincoln Financial, whatever you want to do it. Okay?
All right.
Now, this is what we do. So instead of showing people what's theory of decreased responsibility, rule of 72, power of compounding interest, buy term invest, instead of showing all those examples, it gets boring. Most people don't get it. Let's be honest. Am I right, Jermaine?
Yeah, yeah. They'll look at it and it's kind of where they get they mind drifts.
So it's say you spend more time, you give me more time, I will make you expert.
Yeah,
Watch this. I don't say I'm going to send you the book. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get you the book that is very highly populated book, a popular book, and people like Dave Ramsey and Susie Orman charges so much money.
yeah,
And I'm going to get you that book. Okay, you got to give me an opportunity to get it for you.
yeah,
Remember, we have it digital, we have it free. I'm not giving it to them until they're my clients. What if
yeah,
they don't want to be my clients? What if they don't want to work with me? Then forget about the books.
yeah.
Go to Susie Orman and Dave Ramsey.
And try to figure it out. You can
Good
try to
luck,
figure it
right?
out. Yeah, you try to figure it out.
Those guys became billionaires selling those books. Now I will give them a one secret because I need to explain to them that. So the way that most people work in this world is that, look at this here, is that, Jermaine, you take your money and you give it to the bank, right? Your money gets deposited, and then that bank takes your money and makes a huge profit. But do they share that with you?
Nope.
It's your money, right? So if you ever do business, bank, credit unions, insurance company, they design a system that they make the profit first before they give us anything. And that's our money. So we call that owner, become an owner, not a loaner. What does that mean? Let's just learn how to bypass these guys. Fair enough?
Hmm.
So instead of you going out there and not knowing about how money works, you're going to learn it and you're going to make that huge profit. And we're not going to share that with these guys.
Yeah.
We're going to bypass them. Fair enough?
Yep.
Now I'm going to show you a couple of examples. Why I want to show you, because this is how you should plan your financial house. Okay. So here comes the red house now. Okay. So you say that this is how we plan it, step by step. Okay. So we have protection on the bottom. We make sure there's budget and emergency fund and estate planning. If you have a debt, we get you out of the debt. We call that accelerating. Then we got retirement planning, which is tax-free versus tax-deferred. Education saving, which is trade school or college, right?
Hmm.
And then goals and dreams, like buying a house, buying a car, right? Vacation, wedding, business startup. Why not plan for all those things?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about, like, Jermaine, have you ever thought about planning something like this?
The only thing I thought of in the beginning was just a budget.
Uh-huh.
Never really thought about emergency fund. I just did a budget and then made sure I put stuff in savings.
So
And
the
outside that's as far as I went.
so the good question would be, have you ever thought about planning any of these?
Mhm. Yep.
That's a good question, right? Thank you
Yeah,
for
that's
that.
an excellent question.
Now, here's the best part about it. We plan that. We call this financial need analysis. You see the little picture on the side,
Yep.
and it doesn't cost you any money. So it's complimentary. On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how would you rate your desire to become property protected, debt free, and financially independent?
Oh, 10.
10. Now, if they
10.
say 5, really, okay, you just thought about it, but you never started anything, how can we get you to 10?
Yeah.
Like, can we say, hey, let's start planning? Because here's the thing is, and I always say this to people, Jermaine, people plan, they spend more time planning their 2 weeks vacation than planning their financial future.
I can totally agree with that.
Now,
And
you
yeah.
you could put it on the side. I'm not here to tell you have to do it, but if I were you, your future is more important. Would you agree?
Hmm. Yep.
So can we get you closer to 10? You know what I mean? And that's what I asked. And if they say no, I'm at 0, stuck there, or I'm -1, then great, wonderful. Then you don't need anything. And now I'm done. I'm not going to waste
Yeah.
my time on that. See, the problem with it is too many people waste their time with wrong people.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to show you a quick little example of a client called Bob and Sue. Bob and Sue, they make a good income, but they have done not a good job planning their financial future. Let me show you what I mean by that. Is they have a life insurance that they bought it on themselves for $100,000 each, called cash value policy, no coverage on children, and they're paying $300 a month. Do you see that?
Yep.
That's pretty expensive policy, we call that. We gave them $1 million coverage, 500 on each, and added both kids, and our policy is $100 a month. Do you see that?
Yep.
We are freeing up $200 out of their pocket. Now, Jermaine, if you guys were spending money on life insurance, and if I can give you more coverage and reduce your cost monthly basis so you can save money, how excited would you be?
I'll be really excited. What would be the change? It would be the next question for me, but it's exciting to say, oh, I'm gonna get more coverage and I'm gonna save money. So I just
Yeah.
like, oh, what's
And
the
and
catch?
yeah, and there's no catch. I mean, we just sit there and we compare. Just like, have you ever compared your car insurance policy with different company?
Yeah,
Same thing here. So if our company saves you money, then you do business with us.
yeah,
I'm going to just ask you a few information on your policy when we're ready. Fair enough.
yep. That works for me.
Second thing is, look, banks are very smart. You know that.
Yeah,
Like if you looked at it, like now there's a lot of buildings, but if you look at the New York or all these cities skyline 15, 20 years ago, you always saw banks and insurance companies building biggest ones.
yeah,
Now, I want you to look at this here. There's $30,000 client has, Bob and Sue has that. They were putting $150 a month on top of it, but they were lured into 4 or 5% CD and they didn't pay attention and it goes down. Do you know that CD does an introductory rate really good? You run there, you get it, and then they drop your rate. Do you know that?
no, I didn't know they dropped it.
Because that 4 or 5% is never guaranteed long term. It's only guaranteed for 3 to 6 months. So we say, look what's going to happen. You're going to have $100,000 for your retirement extra. That's not enough. Would you agree?
Yeah, not at all.
Now, what we did is we did a rollover. What is rollover? Is that you go from the bank IRA to our IRA, right? We call it mutual fund IRA. And I'll go into more detail on how it works and all that. We add that $200 here, and there you're 150 here. Then all of our mutual funds have done higher than 9%. Fair enough?
Yeah, that's good.
So by doing 9%, remember we were talking about, we started the whole conversation being a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're a millionaire. How do you feel?
Feel good.
If something happens to you, Jermaine, God forbid you passed away, your family is $1 million protected. Do you see that?
Yeah. And one good thing to point out, when we saying this to people is just to let them know that's over a 30-year period because it's from the age 35 to 65.
Mm-hmm.
You know, most people would then say, how you know what's gonna be why 65? And you can say, based on the 30-year period at a 9% interest over that monthly contribution, this is what we can anticipate. So
So
that's
now
really
if you look at it here, we got more coverage, protected the whole family, and now we protected your retirement.
yep.
What if you say, Sanjay, I want to get that to 2 million? I'm going to tell you exactly what you have to save up monthly basis to get there.
Add more money.
Now, last but not least, now remember, every state we don't have a license for mortgage yet. but why not develop the future prospects for ours? Because everybody that has a house is and they have a debt, we could say, look, this client had mortgage, credit card, and other loans. They were paying $3,600 a month, Jermaine.
Yeah.
They were strapped with their bills. Okay.
Mhm.
We consolidated all of that and did a one payment instead of having 5 to 10 different payments. And now we freed up over $1,700 that we haven't done nothing with it yet.
Yeah.
Like if you could take all your debt, you consolidate and lower your monthly payment, how excited would you be?
Man, I'll probably be able to fly after that. That's how high I'll jump.
So now you look at it here. Do you see how simple it is to explain to people? All three of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah. And this is really explanatory, self-explanatory, especially when you're looking at it and you give them the verbal with the picture.
Now let's just say while we're doing this, Jermaine, one question comes to your mind is, Sanjay, I don't have enough money. I don't make enough money. Then I'm going to talk to you about making more money. Okay? So how do we make more money? Is our company has a training program for brand new person. We call that entry level, but it's called district leader. Okay? Then we have a trainer called regional leader. And then we have an RVP called ownership position. Fair enough?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go through just an entry level for now so I can show you this, okay? So on an entry level, if you look at it here, let's say we helped out a client go from here to here. It takes about half an hour. By doing that, at entry level, we get paid $500. Jermaine, we help them with investment. They pay us another $473. So just this alone that most people need, would you agree?
Yeah.
We made $1,000. How many hours, Jermaine, you have to work at your job to make $1,000?
20 or more.
Now, if I sit down with 4 or 5 people today, I can make $1,000 easily. Would you agree that?
Yeah.
But if I sit down with nobody, then I'm not going to make no money. Okay, so our business is simple. And you add up the loan, that's additional money because loans, remember, not everybody's going to buy or refinance or all that. But I'm just showing you that.
Yeah.
We have options to do that. Now, as a trainer, you see here, you make another 10 to 15% more money. And as an RVP, you get paid a gigantic pay raise. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So do you have any questions on extra money? Because you're going to say, Sanjay, I don't have enough money. I'm going to say, Jermaine, why don't you try this?
And then my question, I would always say, well, how do I get into the entry level? Like, what do I have to do?
So let me show you. First thing you're going to do is obviously you're interested. So I already asked you questions. So one is we're going to sit down with you and I'm going to show you how to do an FNA, financial analysis. Okay. Then we're going to put you in a training program so we could get you on entry level to our business. Okay. And once we get you doing that, we want to focus on being a millionaire. And Jermaine, there's so many people in our business are millionaires. We're not just talking about making, being a millionaire. They're people that make $1 million a year. Is that amazing or what?
Yeah.
Now,
It's
how do we
actually,
get you started? So here's how we get you started. Is that you're going to go through certification. We're going to take two to 3 days out of your schedule. Okay? Could be weekends, could be nights, and we're going to help you get licensed. Now, see all these numbers that you see, all of them? These are state and federal government license. Fair enough?
yeah.
Now, see the numbers on the red? They're the totals. we pay for all your expenses.
Yep.
So there's no money that you needed on that. We got your back. You got the Jamin?
Yep, I got you.
Now, here's what it is. You have, you are responsible for licensing and registration fee. That's one-time fee, $99. Jamin, that's tax deduction. Have you ever heard of rich people don't pay a lot of taxes?
Yeah, I heard of that, just never figured it out.
Wait till you know all these tax deduction, you're going to be able to take advantage of that. Like, do you lease a car or finance your car?
Well, mine paid off right now, but when I did it, I
Okay,
had
good.
financed it.
So every mileage you drive, you get to deduct that also. Every gasoline time you put it in there, you get to deduct it. Do you see that?
Yep.
Then you have a computer, you have cell phone, right? How'd you like to deduct some of those expenses?
I would love to.
So we have a really great company that we use them. We call them the Huddler, okay? They have a software. You have cell phone. You can get discount. You have, we're doing a presentation on a Zoom. How'd you like to have your own website, your client relationship management, where automatically, the computer sends out an email to your client, happy birthday, right? Congratulations, all of that. We say, you want all this because you need it. We want you to invest $25 a month in your business. Like, can any business out there, Jermaine, that you can put $25 a month and run your whole business? Can you do
No.
that?
No.
Our business, we designed that way. Fair enough?
Yep. And that's the cheapest overhead I ever heard of.
Yep. Now, watch this, Jermaine. Okay. Is we're going to pay for $1,800 to $2,300 for licensing costs. We also have a bonus program. We'll train you. So whatever you're paying, we're making sure that you get everything back. Do you see that?
Yeah.
We don't want you to risk your money. So any questions or comment on that?
Only question I have is, when I do the training, do they give me the money as I go along, or do they give me the money after training is done?
So our company cannot pay you physically by law without you having a license. Okay? So this field training bonus, you do have to get licensed.
Okay.
The only license you have to get is life insurance license.
Okay.
But we do have other products like car insurance, home insurance, legal shield. When you register with $99 and you do those products, you get paid on them
Okay.
because you're certified on that. This bonus check is mostly for insurance. Okay.
Okay.
So that way we want you to basically get a license first. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
They're
sound-
not taking
that
that
sound
away.
good.
You can see that on your phone. You can track that also. Okay.
That
So
actually sounds good.
yeah. So you see the question on the bottom. How soon would you like to earn a great income on a part-time basis?
Me, I'd say my first thing I say, I'll start, this month. But
Right.
yeah, and that would be the most convenient thing for, I know, like, if I wasn't a pro, I would really just say this month, and then I would try to think about when this month.
So I usually, whenever they say that, I'm like this: when iron is hot, you strike it.
Mhm.
So I would say that, Jamin, let's do this. Let's start the application process. Okay.
Okay.
And once the application is complete, you tell me when to submit and I'll submit it. Okay.
Okay. We have this is our other person that was on the meeting with us the whole time.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. So as you can see here, you just go to Primerica Online, you click on the app, and you start filling out the IBA. Okay.
Yep. Hey, Buddha.
Any questions on that?
Nope, no questions.
So I emailed you that whole presentation. If you feel like anything that you want to add or remove, let me know.
Okay.
And the goal is to, Jermaine, to go and like, if you want to get out of your job, okay, Jermaine, the best thing to do is to work on getting 3 people on your team.
Yeah.
Whatever area that you can be good at it. I mean, I would like you to be making sure that they get registered for IBA,
Hmm.
then they get registered for licensing classes. So these are some of the things you do it so I can do this. I love doing this where
Yeah.
training them, showing them, and said, okay, can you call your buddy? Because let me show you how to do this presentation.
Yeah. And the good thing about it, I can definitely get them with the registering, do the IBA and register for classes and making sure they go to classes. I can
Yep.
definitely do that. That part is the easy part for me. The hardest part would have been, this part with the field training where I know I can do it, but I got to get more time into it. So I could get those three and know, hey, well, let's get you registered for your class to get you to your class and register for the state exam to do it within 30 days, and then I could give them
All you
information
got to
on
do
it.
is you got to follow up with licensing, and I follow up with training.
Yep, I can
And
do
and
that.
and Jermaine, I have 2 page of training. So first is I'm going to explain the compensation part. That's the top one.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm going to ask them for 6 questions. You see them right there. I'm going to email you this also.
Okay.
Okay. Because I wanted to know their goals and dreams. I wanted to know that if they want to accomplish those. And when they make 50,000 to 100,000, are they willing to train me for those? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Are they serious about going to district? Because I look at this, Jermaine. District leader, okay? District leader goes out there and does 3 Good Life app, okay? That's $1,500 with a little investment, right? That's
Yeah.
another $200-300. Every rep that you hire, you override them, you make another $200 to $300 off them, right?
Yeah.
So when we get 1, 2, and 3 reps, they go out there. That means now we're making another $800 from them. Your personal 3 clients, that's $4,200. Do you see that?
Yep.
Now, if we make $4,200 part time within 90 days, how happy would you be?
And I'd be ecstatic.
It's going to happen. That's 51,000 without even working full time. That's how what I showed you all the list of paid people.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing it. Okay. Now, some of them are just doing it personally. Now, here's what you got to do. Okay, this is so important, Jermaine, is that you got to make sure, like, what time you start working, 9 to 5. Is that something like that?
Yeah.
So look, it's Monday to Friday, right?
Yep.
So Jermaine, look, this time you can't do Primerica business. Now you can sneak in here and there a few minutes, lunchtime, all of that, but you can't do Primerica business. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what evening time, not every evening that I'm going to be able to work with you, but let's say, what do you have Tuesday evening?
Well, I have our training.
So that's what it is, right? So
Yep.
I will ask you if you could free up a time. What if you say I have racquetball buddies, I have bowling league or golfing? Can we just pause for a little while? Just 90 days. I'm not here to ask you forever
Yeah.
because I want to make 4 or 5 thousand a month for you part time, right?
Yeah.
Saturday morning, we do another training. So that hour and a half each or 2 hours each, that gets me mentally get you into training mode. Make sense?
Yeah.
And then I will say, what do you do Saturday afternoon? Or what do you do Thursday night? Can I do field training with you? Do you see that?
Yeah.
That's it. Out of all of these boxes, I'm just looking to fill 2 or 3 of them for you. Rest of them is your life. It's your family. It's your, religion and all of that. Fair enough?
Yeah. That works.
So any questions on that?
So my only question right now, right, with a new person jumping in, we did the IBA. I help them get, well, I'm working with them to get them into the class. What would be like a suggested, excuse me, sir, what would be the suggested, time from IBA to class that will keep them in a good space? You say like about a week, 2 weeks, or just go based on when they're first available?
It depends on a person. Like somebody's really good at studying and passing the exam, and they can knock it out in 2 days class. I would let them do it right away. Or
Okay,
somebody's like not like if it was a guy like me who's not, thank you, Jess, who's not really good at studying and let's say slacking off and all that, I wanted to get trained first.
got you. Okay,
So their confidence grows. I want to get 3 people underneath them. So let's say I'm training a guy like me who's a little bit distracted.
okay.
Now, if I have 3 people, watch this, Jermaine. Me and 3 people, we all go to class together. We all study together. Do you think the odds of me passing the exam will be higher or lower?
Higher.
Yeah. So I always ask this, so how are you in studying? How are you this? Do you think you can commit to doing a couple hours a day for study for just a week? They say yes, then you don't need to worry about it. Let's get you in the class. Okay. I have no problem getting people in the classroom to pass the exam because as we get busy, we're not going to be able to train every single person. Would you agree?
Mhm.
But we will get them class first and then we'll get them trained. But there are people that we should get them trained first and then they go to class. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions on that?
No. That's actually really that helps out. And just so I know with you, when I send them to you again, you would look to get at least 2 days of field training with them per week.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I know what to expect. So when they ask me, well, what would be training? How often? I say we at least, would like to get 2 field training days with you per week, prior to you, getting your license. Because
Yep.
then I can give them the license, say while you're working on getting your license and going to class, 2 days at minimum, 2 days a week. If you could do more, that's even better,
Mm-hmm.
and then we could go and then we say, as you get your license, we're still here to help you in fine tune your skills. But at this point, we at least want minimum 2 days a week where we could get you on the field.
Now
That's it.
watch this. Watch this. I used to work 9 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night. So I want you to look at my schedule. When I joined Primerica, this is how my schedule was. Then my trainer asked me, well, what do you do on a weekend? I was like, oh, I work on a weekend. He's like, what do you mean? This was my schedule.
Yeah.
So I built my business a little bit here and here because I'll be sleeping here. So I didn't even bother waking up that early.
Yeah.
Sometime if my appointment went longer, I will work here. If it's not, I'll come home and had a dinner.
Got you.
So we need like 2 or 3. Like I'm gonna change this to 11 o'clock to maybe 10 o'clock because that scares people. Okay, 6 to 10 or 6 to 9. Okay, because we don't want to do appointment at 10 o'clock. Okay,
Yeah.
really. But if you get appointment 9 o'clock, it might be done by 10.
Yeah.
But that's where it is. So goal is for us to get people excited about that. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Now, that's page 1. Here's the insurance. Okay. These are 4 products I'm going to use a lot. We don't have a mortgage yet, so I'm not focused on that. I think Maryland has a mortgage, right? What do you think?
I
Do you
don't
have a mortgage business?
I don't know.
We'll,
See.
we'll find out. Okay. So page 1 is done. Here's page 2, office training, licensing school, and field training. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
We want to get that done as fast as we can. Okay. So We are the box right after the number 3. It says complete your field training, close 3 life sale with your trainer while you are unlicensed. We want to teach them why you want to get it done when you're unlicensed, because every person that you recruit, they will do the same thing what you did if you do the exact same thing. Fair enough?
Yeah.
What are you going to do about those money, the commission for those life sales that you're not licensed? Those sales, you're going to make money. We call that a field training bonus. Fair enough?
Yeah.
It's not like you're not making money. You're going to make money. Only thing is that we want you to see how to do all of that. So when you're licensed and you're trained, you could be running. Is that okay?
Yep.
Now, I want you to look at this. Your personal sale can count as one of your 3 minimum sales. It can count.
Okay.
Why? Because I'll give you an example. You recruited me, John Man.
Mhm.
Let's say you recruited me, and I say, hey, I got my wife and we want to buy a policy. Now, you don't need a training sale. So you're like, okay, we'll put your name as a trainee, right?
Cool.
But let's say you're training Jessica, and Jessica introduced you to us. So Jessica is taking you to our house. Pay
Yeah.
attention to this one, because this one gets a little complicated. Is Jessica says, okay, let's go see Karen and Sanjay. Now, my sale, you can't count for me as a training sale.
Gotta be for Jessica.
Exactly.
Yep.
Because if we keep taking on Jessica's family and those people joining and they're buying,
And we
Jessica doesn't get credit.
Jessica don't get any credit for it. It'd just be each person to get their own sale, but I get it. Yeah.
She'll get to a point where she's like, what the hell am I doing here?
Hmm. You just because essentially we want each client to become well, we want each IBA to become their own client. But if I'm bringing you, if I'm training you, you bring me, and this person says, hey, I do want to do the business. She's now a representative, but that is Jessica's sale for that client. But Jessica's just not licensed yet. Because if Jessica was licensed, she would be the one doing the sale for the life insurance. So that's how you got to look at it. That's how I look at it.
Yep.
It's a reason for it. Yep.
So our goal is to whoever's the first recruit, they got to get their 3 sales quickly in.
Yep.
Now, we put down 10 things that we are going to do with them. So we got a nice little checklist. And as we do it, we check it off.
Okay.
This list is they get it also, but it's really for the trainer. So I will keep a track of this for every person that you and I recruit. So you recruit, let's say we got 3 people in your team. You and I are going to have this. So you're going to say, hey, oh, wow, so-and-so's already at step number 5. Let's get him to step number 6. Learn how to set up appointments. So learning how to set up appointment, look at that. That's the bottom of the list. Do you see that bottom?
Yeah.
So you practice those scripts. See, a lot of people think that information gets people to come to meetings or presentation. The reality is information creates more questions.
Yeah. It does. I
So
learned it the hard way.
yeah, so we learned that friendship, curiosity, need, or greed helps people come to the presentation and meetings. So we use those words to create 3 different steps here. Fair enough?
Yeah.
So I'm going to send you these 2 pages. So every person that's going to come in, they're going to go through same exact thing, step by step. You got it?
Okay.
So you know that what is Sanjay doing on a presentation? What's he doing on training? You got to work on licensing, which is get them registered and follow up after that.
Okay.
So you work on getting them licensed. I work on getting them trained and get 3 by 3 done. Everybody's happy.
Yep. that makes it better because, like you said, they'll be getting trained, and when they get by the time they finish with licensing, they'll get their bonus, their money back, and they're excited because they have a team and they're excited about getting more people as well. So that actually works out.
Good. So any questions or anything? Because I want to give you everything so you can understand that.
Now this is actually really good because now I have my blueprint as well, and I know how to funnel once we're at that phase of, hey, I want you to do, it's time, we want to get you a field training, but let's get you situated for your class because when are you free? And we could set that, and then I could do that part and you do some of the field training. I also be able to do some of the field training, and that way we're working with them. So I have a good, now I know I have the good system in the blueprint. And having the blueprint is the best thing for me.
So
Because
now if we already had 3 people, I would say that Jermaine, you're gonna make 4,000 this month.
yeah.
So let's say we get 3 people within the next 10 days or
Mhm.
2 weeks. Then following 4 weeks, expect 4,000. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So how quickly we get 3 people for you, that's where it's going to be determined. Okay?
Okay.
That's all. And,
All
and,
right.
and I will help you every step of the way because I wanted to show you because I was stuck at one point. I'm like, what am I going to show people what I'm going to do? And that's how I got all of this. Okay?
Okay.
So I am going to grab that, put that in that for you, and now you just got it. Okay?
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. And as your schedule starts opening up on a morning time, we'd love to have you. We're doing so many fun stuff. This month we got about $650 in a bonus pool. We got competition, we got team captains, we got players, we got
Oh man,
coaches.
y'all.
We got so much stuff there. I'm telling you, if I try to tell you right now, it'd be too much.
Gotcha. I still see I still see the messages and stuff, so I still keeping the
Well,
loop with
but
seeing
what
it. So
happened is that they might have pulled you out of there. So just don't
oh
get mad. Don't get mad.
oh
We'll
I'm
get
not,
you back.
hey, can't get mad if I'm not participating. So
I appreciate it.
I don't take anything personal.
But thank you. So listen, I'm gonna go now. You have presentation and that 30 days sheet, and you let me know. I'm gonna get as soon as I get this recording done, I'm gonna drop that in a Google Drive for you, okay?
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Well, thanks so much for jumping in, buddy.
Thank
And
you.
have a wonderful weekend and give everybody hugs, and I will talk to you hopefully tomorrow, right?
Yep. And look, hey, I'll see you soon. I'll be
Take care.
sending people your way.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, thank you.
Okay, bye.